Merry Christmas and Happy Life Day. This is Galaxy Bound Podcast, where we talk about all things Star Wars. I'm Brad. This is Ben and Spencer. This is our holiday special episode where we'll talk about Star Wars in a festive way and reflect on the year that we've had as Star Wars fans and just this podcast in general since we started this year. We're going to start with an icebreaker first. Maybe two, depending on how we feel. How would planets and species celebrate the holidays? We already know that Life Day is a Wookiee holiday, but it is also kind of spread to other planets and cultures and stuff. But what are other things that you can think of that would be like, I got some examples on here, like how would a Mon Calamari celebrate?
Gosh.
And I thought of that just because, remember in The Mandalorian season 2, there was that one Mon Calamari that had that sweater.
Yes.
They would just have a bunch of sweaters.
Yeah, it just looked like a Christmas sweater. And I was just picturing like them, like their tradition is just to wear like ugly Christmas sweaters. And he just happened to, like, that was the only thing left in his, like, everything else was dirty. He's like, I gotta wear this. It's not even Life Day. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. Anything you guys can think of? Like, who would Santa be? Like, what species would Santa be?
I don't know. Because, like, people, the normal person in, like, the Star Wars galaxy are not nice people, usually.
Like humans?
Yeah. Like,
What do you mean by that?
like, that's what makes the
Normal people aren't good people?
common people.
I don't know about that. We've just seen, like, all the interesting Star Wars stories are of, like, the underworld and, like,
Yeah.
heroes and villains and stuff. I wouldn't say that every normal person is a bad person.
Maybe not bad, but, like...
So you're saying the naughty list would be massive?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I kind of feel like Santa would be in the Jedi type of realm, you know? Like,
So Santa's a Jedi.
yeah, he's selfless. He likes to give things to people.
And his lightsabers are like 2 candy canes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, is there a specific, like, would he just be a human?
Yeah. I don't...
And he lives on Hoth.
Yeah, as the North Pole on Hoth.
Yeah.
Just like one section of Hoth, you're just like traveling through like a blizzard, and then all of a sudden you just see this like red glow in the distance, and you get closer and closer, and it's just a whole like.
What if he's
Christmas
just a
village.
Wampa?
Oh.
Wampa Santa.
Wampa Santa.
I was thinking the Anzellans, which is like the little, I guess you could say monkey-like aliens that are really good at fixing things. You see them in Mandalorian season 3
Yeah.
and The Rise of Skywalker. They would be perfect elves.
Yeah. They really would.
Either that, or it's just like hundreds of like pit droids.
Pit
Yes.
droids, yes.
You just walk into the workshop and there's just pit droids everywhere.
I
and
could
you're
be
like,
both.
This makes sense.
Oh, that'd
Like
be so
Anzellans and pit
cool.
droids, yeah. That would
It's
be
just
perfect.
Pure
And you
chaos.
see some of them fighting in the corner. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, that would be perfect.
yes, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who would be a good Santa. My mind went to Jabba the Hutt or something like that. A Hutt Santa. Like, he could just sit in a sleigh,
Yeah.
and then, like, his reindeer are just little rancors. Or just one rancor.
Yeah, because there's not really a ton of like planets that. So it's interesting that like around the United States, like you go to like some places and like they have like Christmas decorations are up, but it's like a really warm state like Florida or Arizona or.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like I've been there like during like December time. If for like work trips or something, it's like it just doesn't like feel like Christmas because it's not cold.
75 and sunny and
Yeah.
all
And
the
there's like
palm
an ocean right
trees.
All the
there.
palm
Yeah,
trees,
it's like
yeah.
this isn't Christmas.
Yeah,
like
I
you have
wouldn't-
to have like snow and cold. And,
I wouldn't be able to.
So I'm thinking of
get in
like
the
all
mood.
of these planets that like don't have cold weather. Like how would they celebrate Christmas? Like
Yeah. I mean, that's. I think of that all the time when I see pictures like that, like people celebrating Christmas on the beach and stuff. It's like I couldn't get into the spirit.
Yeah, like Tatooine or like
Yeah.
Jakku, like just these desert planets.
Yeah.
What gifts would certain characters give for Christmas?
Mm.
So what would Anakin get for Obi-Wan?
Revenge.
The high ground.
The high ground.
That would be the opposite.
Yeah.
What Obi-Wan would get Anakin.
I got you high ground this year.
Just a ladder or a step stool.
Even though he's taller than him.
It didn't help.
I feel like Anakin would like fix something up for Obi-Wan. Something that he cares about, and he just like fixes it for him.
Like his speeder or his ship or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I fixed your ship, master.
Yeah.
What would Han get for Chewie?
Mm.
Because Chewie's like a Wookiee, so like Life
Mhm.
Day is very important, as we will discuss here in a little bit. The holiday special.
Maybe like the newest game console thing for the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
The latest module that you could stick into the Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a brand new like bowcaster.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a new bowcaster
weapon.
or something.
Or
Or
food.
yeah,
Food, yeah.
food, or like a comb, like a brush, a deshagging brush.
Yes.
What would Din get for Grogu?
Ooh.
Probably food.
Yeah, like
feel
a
like
whole.
The whole time you like see Grogu
You're just trying
in
to
like
eat
some of
something.
the scenes, he's just trying to like eat food.
A frog.
Yeah, get him a frog.
Or a new ball that he plays with from
Yeah.
the ship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What would Neil get for Wim?
The next book of Jedi.
Yeah, a new Jedi book. That would be cool.
Neil.
A new like toy lightsaber,
Yeah.
probably.
One that looks like more realistic or something.
Yeah. But then would he be jealous and like get himself one too, or like give it to him and be like, I really wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
Good old Neil. Okay, before we started this, we just got done watching the original holiday special, Star Wars holiday special from 1978.
Oh.
For the first time.
For the first time for these two, I've seen most of the clips from it, but I've never sat down and like watched the whole thing. And we skipped through like a lot of it.
Should have skipped through more.
Yeah. I mean, I was not anticipating that much dedicated to like all the Wookiees in their home and like
Yeah.
them just like growling at each other with no
Yeah.
subtitles, and
Like probably 50% of the film.
Yeah.
probably more than that.
Gosh.
Which is like the biggest like plot of it was that with the like stormtroopers coming in
Mm-hmm.
and like searching the place. Like every time we would skip through, like it would go to like some trippy thing, and then we'd come back. Like they're still searching their home.
Yeah.
Like, what exactly are you looking for?
Yeah.
Like it was clear they were looking for like Chewie, maybe, and like remnants of like rebel activity or something. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
they like destroyed all of Lumpy's toys and everything, and we skipped through that part, but it showed like he was really sad about that. But everything else was also just so trippy. Like you had to be high to have made that, and then
Yeah.
made for people that are also high
Yes.
in order to enjoy it, because
Bunch of fever dreams.
Yeah. So much like really 80s and 70s style film picture stuff, like fading out of faces while another frame is coming in,
like a music
but people
video.
are still talking while you're doing that, and like and it's like a 15-second fade in, fade out kind of a thing, and like so much singing.
Yeah.
Too much. Too much singing, for sure.
We skipped through most of that. But by far the weirdest part was Chewie's dad, Itchy, gets like a VR headset or something like that, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just porn. Just straight up porn. And like it doesn't show anything, obviously. Like it's just a woman like sensually talking to him and calling him adorable, and he like repeats that line over and over.
Yeah.
It's like very
creepy.
Very strange.
Real creepy. And then she sings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like
so weird.
She says like it was a manifestation of his own fantasy and for his own pleasure. Like, okay.
So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I said this while we were watching it. Like, how did George Lucas keep his job and make more films after putting that out?
Yeah. I don't know the whole story, but the last time I looked it up, it was like the network was requesting it, and so it wasn't something that he necessarily thought of, but they are like, it's something that used to happen back then. You'd have like TV movie specials like that from like popular franchises. Like I think the Muppets was one of the big ones that would always do that, or Sesame Street or whatever. They would have like Christmas specials like that. And so the network was like going to pay them a lot of money to do it. But I don't know. It is considered one of the worst things that has ever been created in Hollywood.
Yeah, I could 100% see that.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
There were just scenes that was like, this scene is still going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I think it was probably 20 minutes into it that we hadn't even heard a single English word.
Yeah. It was just grunting.
Wookiees grunting for 15 minutes in their house, walking around and doing things.
Yeah, I think it was like, was it Luke that was the first person to speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they called him.
Yeah.
And then that other guy, the like traitor guy after that.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
So,
I think the only good part was the cartoon part.
Yeah, the cartoon was kind of cool. It was
bad but good.
Yeah, like the story was kind of cool with them. Like, I didn't really understand with the whole talisman thing.
No.
But with Boba, like that was the very first time we've ever seen Boba. Because it was before Empire Strikes Back. So like, first time we ever saw him. And then you learn that he's a bounty hunter and he like betrays them, and he's been working for Vader. But they say he's like his right-hand man, which was kind of interesting to say that. But yeah, the art style was so creepy. With Han. Han just has his eyes closed the whole time.
Didn't even look human.
I thought that was just because like they just wanted him to look like that. But then at the end, he like opens his eyes. Like, okay, so his eyes were closed that whole time. Like, what?
So weird.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, but very poorly done.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was the 70s where, like, that's why Disney animated films from back then were such a big deal, because they were so well done. Whereas, like, every other studio that would try to do something like that, it ended up looking like that.
Yeah.
So, it makes you appreciate Disney more.
Have you guys seen the original Lord of the Rings movie?
That's a good example.
No.
It's kind of like that.
It's rough.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Hobbit one too.
It's cool and it's well done. Like the story and like it's the Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, it's the Hobbit.
No, there's both.
Oh. It's good. It's just the cartoon and like the actual animation of it is just like
It's rough.
It's really bad.
I see.
We should watch that sometime too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'd be
remember before the Hobbits came out, we got the Hobbit to rent from Blockbuster, I think, and we watched that one, and it was creepy. I remember they made Gollum look like some kind of like not human, not like sickly human. It was like some kind of.
It's like hair. It was like hairy.
It looked like some kind of creature. Like, was that the 70s maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like serpenty looking. Okay, yeah, not hairy.
No, it was like some kind of like alien.
Yeah, like a half frog, half lizard.
And that like freaked me out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we were young when we watched this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it looked like some kind of weird Pokemon. But like, how did you go from, like, the book clearly states that he, especially in The Hobbit, right?
Yeah, used to be a hobbit.
Used to be a hobbit.
Yeah.
And like, his nose is completely like a different type of like species nose.
So weird.
Compared to, you know, like what we got in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Very strange. But yeah, the animation for those was a little bit better than what we just saw at the holiday special, but it was still pretty rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a good example of that. Yeah. So overall, holiday special is still rough to this day. Will continue to get rough.
It will
as it ages.
Never look better.
However, have you ever seen the Lego holiday special?
Mm-mm.
It's like, it's been a couple years since I've seen it now, but doesn't it kind of like not redo, but like take inspiration from like the Christmas Carol?
Kind
because
of.
it takes place like it's Rey, and she like goes back in time.
Yeah.
And like
she talks to the past.
Talks to Obi-Wan. Yeah. She talks to like all these people.
Okay.
And I think it's similar to that. Like she's like trying to. She's like doubting herself to like as being like a Jedi and like starting the Jedi Order and stuff. And then she like goes back in time, talk to the Jedi, and then like I think it's similar to that. I don't want to say anymore because I'm probably gonna get it wrong because I don't really remember it.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
It's really good. I remember like being really happy with it.
It's only like
because it also has
half an hour.
Has to do with like Life Day and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's why it's a holiday special.
Brings in the Wookiees at the end, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing about the holiday special that has lasted past it, because like everyone over the years has just tried to forget that the holiday special existed, and then within like the last 10 years or so, it's starting to come back as like, yes, it's a meme, but also like there's some good stuff that came from it, like Life Day, and like the Wookiees have this tradition, and it's basically like Star Wars version of Christmas. So like in the Old Republic game that we play, they have a Life Day event every Christmas where you can go around and hug Wookiees and throw snowballs at people and
wear the robes,
and it's fun. So that's one thing that you can take from it, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool to see like the original cast in there, even though like the writing was cringe. I don't know, seeing Han Solo hug Chewie and
so weird
say that his family is like his own family. It's like kind of cool.
Yeah.
You never see that in canon probably, but
yeah.
At least not that on the nose. He would say it, but not with those words.
Right.
So yeah, that's the holiday special reaction from us.
Yeah.
Never again.
Never again.
We'll do it next year.
Although I think because like memes have become popular in the last 10 years or whatever, you do see a couple of those floating around as like memes or GIFs.
Oh yeah.
From that.
Oh yeah.
Like his son
Yeah.
Yeah, lumpy, and like how many close-ups there are of his face.
Yes.
Like, yeah, there's so many memes of that.
Yeah.
Of him, like, his eyes go big.
Yeah.
I've seen a gif of that so many times
Yeah.
where someone's like surprised or something like that. Yeah. So we will never watch that again.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get it out of the way for our first holiday special episode because a lot of, like I said earlier, a lot of people consider it as like a rite of passage for like fans. You gotta watch it at least once, and I agree. But I'm glad that we got that over with. So the next thing I want to do, or I guess I'll have you guys decide. Do you want to just go into the ad lib activity? Do you want to talk about memories, or do you want to try one of these other things that I put in here?
I think the 12 days thing would be fun. But
That's going to take a long time, though.
think so?
Nah, we could do it quick.
You think?
Yeah.
You already have 2 of them.
They were just examples, but we can keep them. Okay. If that's what you...
On the first. I'm just kidding.
So the point of this is to go through the 12 days of Christmas, but then make it 12 days of Life Day. And instead of saying like 5 golden rings, you would say 5 golden droids, something Star Wars related that like has the same syllables and still works really well. And I got the idea from ChatGPT, and the examples they gave were terrible. They weren't the right syllables. Yeah. So like these are the ones that I put in. Okay. So the first day of Life Day, my true love sent to me, original is a partridge in a pear tree. So something in a something tree. I guess we could keep it a pear tree.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a pear.
Yeah, just like
Doesn't have to be a tree.
The only tree name that I could think of is the Rosher trees from Kashyyyk. The only tree I know from Star Wars.
That fits the syllables.
I think that's how you say it.
A Wookiee and a
washer tree?
Rosher.
Okay, if that's what we want.
That works.
Okay.
Wookiee and a Rosher tree.
True love gave to me a Wookiee. Okay. 2 turtle doves.
2 droidicas.
Oh. 2 droidicas.
Yep, that works.
I like that. Okay. 3 French hens.
3 X-Wing.
3
syllables.
X-Wings. Okay. 4 calling birds.
Jeez, the first
What?
7 days are just all birds.
I bumped.
They're all birds, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the legendary thing from The Office.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that the first 6 are just birds. Basically 30 birds.
We'll see. Oh no, that's a 2 syllable. Never mind. I was thinking of banthas. But that's 2 syllables.
You can use that for 7 or 8.
Could be, instead of 9 ladies dancing, 9 banthas
Grazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, write that one
For
down.
9. Banthas grazing. So for 4, since it says calling birds, like that's a lot of syllables to work with, but we can also think of something for
that's
birds.
Yeah. Could just do porgs and we come up with something different for the other one.
Yeah. Calling porgs. Squawking.
Porgs.
Squawking porgs. Squawking?
Yeah.
Or roasting.
Gosh.
If it was chewy.
Roasting porgs.
Say that instead. 6 geese a laying.
Maybe something with speeders?
Any of these, like, maids a milking, lords a leaping, could do, like, ties a fighting.
Ooh, yeah. Yes. 6 6 ties of fighting? Or 8 ties of fighting?
I would rather say like flying.
Ties of flying?
Sure.
I don't know.
Even though
Like-
they're TIE fighters.
Ties of fighting is kind of weird. Was that for 6?
Any of those, really.
Okay. 7 lords. Is that? Oh, no. That's 10. 7 swans a swimming.
You're thinking speeders?
Yeah, something with speeders.
Oh. I thought you said spears.
Or for the 12, you could do 12 speeders. What do they do for the 12? 12 drummers drumming. 12 speeders. Oh, it sounds kind of lazy that they do drummers drumming. They could do speeders speeding.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Is this one maids a milking? 11 or is that 10? 11 pipers piping. 11 Jedis
Oh.
Jediing? I'm just kidding. Jedi. 11 Jedi.
Finally caught on. It just makes me cringe. every
Oh, you
time.
could use younglings.
Oh no.
11 younglings bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding.
Perfect.
Do lords is one syllable.
Lords a sithing.
Yeah,
10 lords a syllable.
but only 2 there are.
Do you have to add that in there?
No, we put it at 2. What's 2 again?
Oh, okay.
2
Turtle
turtle
doves.
doves.
What did we put?
2 Sith Lords. Yeah, I don't remember what we put.
2 droidicas.
Yeah,
You
that one's
should
too
move
good.
droidicas up to 5. Do
5 gold
5
droidicas.
Because it's the same amount of syllables. 5 droidicas.
Yeah. And then for the 2, do Sith.
2 Sith Lords.
Yeah.
Does that work?
2 turtle doves. 2 Sith Lords. The same.
No, it's not.
Turtle doves.
Sith lords.
Lords. But yeah.
Sithy lords.
I think it can still work.
I feel like we can do better, but we'll put it here for now.
7. What were we going to do?
Is that swans?
Jedi?
Yeah. 7.
10. No. What was it? 11 Jedi something.
I was thinking like, for 8. Instead of maids, it could be masters.
Masters milking?
Enough with the milking. Jawa's milking.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
For 9. Do we have anything for 9?
No.
Because Jawas.
It's the same as ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we already have banthas. Dang it.
11. But we could do it for 11 because pipers is the same as
Oh yeah,
Jawas.
pipers piping. 11 Jawas milking?
No, don't do milking.
Juicing?
yeah. Jawas.
What do Jawas do? Travel.
They tinker with droids. They also steal.
Oh yeah, thieving.
Or stealing.
But thieving sounds more Christmassy.
11 Jawas thieving.
Lords.
What else? Something to do with clones.
Yeah, when you get clones in there.
10 clones. 10 clones of shooting.
10 clones of cloning. Yeah, I mean, that would work. Is that too lame?
Yeah. A shooting.
Shooting.
It's like the simulations.
Or training. maybe.
10 clones of training.
Would that be less
I like
lame?
both of them. They both sound good.
Yeah, do training. Or you could do the Jedi. Do training for Jedi.
Mm.
And shooting for
do
clones.
clones of training.
Yeah, what
shooting.
was...
8.
No, it's one that we need for...
We only have 8 and 7 left.
Oh, yeah.
So 8 Jedi training. Training?
8 Jedi training.
So put this back as shooting
Yeah.
training.
No, because I think it's that many
8.
syllables.
8 maids of
Milks,
milking.
8 Jedi training.
Okay.
Yep.
So 7.
Yeah, it's 4 syllables for each one, except for 11 and 8 have 5 syllables. Or 11 and 9, sorry.
Swans is swimming.
Oh, no, it's all 4 syllables each time.
Yeah, that's why they add that A in the middle. Well, except for 5, because it's a different
Yeah.
motif.
Is there like a whole other part of like the universe that we're just like missing?
I mean, there's more creatures. Just keep thinking of everything on Tatooine, because there's just so much there. Like Rancors or
Tuskens.
Tuskens, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mandalorian. No, that's too many.
This is the way.
Oh, that would be good for 5. As like, instead of 5 golden rings, this is the way.
Ooh, let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, but Droidicas was so good. Will it fit in 7? 7 Droidicas? No, not really. I mean, kind of.
I mean, it
Because
works.
Droidicas was so
What
good.
if we move Droidicas back down to 2? Do something with Sith Lords for 1 instead of Wookiee. And then we move Wookiees somewhere else and take something else out.
Yeah.
Take out like X-Wings or something. And just do...
Wait, so take away Wookiee?
Yeah.
And put the Sith Lords there.
We'll come up with something different for the Sith Lords at 1. And it'd just be 1 Sith Lord.
But does that work? Because the whole reason we have the like tree here is because it was...
In a tree.
Yeah, it was...
Yeah.
It was the most syllables. Right?
Yeah, it is the most syllables.
Let's keep that. But we can get rid of the Sith Lords.
Sithy Lords. Yeah, Droidicas can go there.
Yeah, that's where it was before.
So this is the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're still on
Swans are swimming.
swans.
Yeah, that didn't solve our problem.
No. But it was a good one to put in there. Ewoks climbing, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going to sing through it? On the 12 days of life, day.
12 speeders speeding, 11 Jawas thieving, 10
10 clones of shooting, 9 panthers grazing,
8 Jedi training, 7 Ewoks climbing, 6 ties of fighting. This is the way. 4 roasting porks, 3 X-Wings, 2 droidicas, and a Wookiee in a raw shirt tree.
Yeah, that works.
It works.
Okay.
That's fun.
The reason I stopped is I was trying to think of what the words were for the very beginning. My true love sent to me. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to think of something else Star Wars-y to do instead. My Wookiee sent to me. Okay. Yeah, that's good. All of
Nice.
that works. Anyways, go to the Ad Lib.
Yep.
So we're going to do a Life Day Ad Lib where, if you don't know what an Ad Lib is, it is where it's a set story, like a short story, and then there are words with blanks for like adjectives or nouns or verbs, and the person has to fill in those words And these are Star Wars holiday themed, Life Day themed stories that ChatGPT gave me. So I'm going to alternate between the two of you. So you'll give me a word, and then you'll give me a word, and then at the end, I'll put it on the screen and then read through it, and see how it sounds. So the point of it is to be funny.
Yeah.
But it looks like this story is already going to be funny, anyways, even if you give me serious stuff. So, so we'll start with Ben. Give me an adjective.
Slimy.
That's always the very first one I think of too. I don't know why.
That is weird.
As I was editing this, thinking of that, it's always funny. Okay, Star Wars planet.
Indoor.
It's a good one. Plural noun.
Plural noun. Speeders.
Okay. Okay. Another plural noun.
Does Jedi count? Or is that too specific?
That's a proper noun. Just do a normal noun.
We'll do banthas.
Okay, another plural noun.
Another one
Yep.
for me. Jawas. Is that too proper nounish?
Yeah, give me something else, like an object.
Kyber crystals.
Ooh.
That strangely fits really well. Okay, whatever. Star Wars character.
Ahsoka.
Holiday figure. Like a character. Like Santa or something like that.
Buddy the Elf. I was about to say the narwhal from Buddy the Elf.
No, that works a lot better. Okay, plural noun. I figured you guys would be faster at this.
Trying to keep it Star Wars.
It's too much to think of.
No, it doesn't have to be Star Wars.
I know, but I want it to be.
It's actually funnier if it's not. Especially if it's a plural noun. Just think of an
holiday
object.
stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, that too.
Candy canes or gingerbread.
Well, yeah. Okay, we'll do candy canes.
Okay. Adjective.
Hot.
Star Wars villain.
Ooh.
Go with Dooku.
That's a good Count.
Adjective.
Man, I get all the adjectives. Burnt.
Plural noun. It's not one you hear very often.
Christmas trees.
It's gonna be so good. Star Wars hero. So not a villain.
Captain Rex.
Oh, yeah.
Going very Clone Wars themed here.
So we think.
Weapon.
Bowcaster.
Nice.
Rex with a bowcaster.
Holiday food.
Fudge.
Yes. Adjective.
Rough.
It works. Type of building.
Be more specific.
Yeah.
What do you mean,
Maybe a famous building, or I don't know,
in Star Wars or just anything?
Well, I'd say in Star Wars. I don't know, like the Jedi Temple or something like that.
That's what I was thinking.
You can go with that if you want.
Okay, let's just do Jedi Temple.
The Senate building.
Object.
Lightsaber.
Star Wars creature.
The Gungan.
Is that a creature?
No, I guess that's a species of people.
Yeah.
Or is it a creature?
Yeah. Depends on what you ask.
Let's go Rancor.
Star Wars sidekick.
Oh. We already did Rex.
And Ahsoka.
Let's do Chewie.
Plural noun.
Blasters.
Holiday drink.
Hot chocolate. Hot chalky.
Hot chalky. Spell it that way. Holiday song.
Frosty the Snowman.
Language.
Ooh. Like Star Wars language?
Yeah.
A
we'll go with
tease.
It's the easiest one to think of.
Yep.
Star Wars planet.
Hoth.
Adjectives. Sure,
Chili.
adjective. Chili?
Yeah.
Star Wars hero.
Mace Windu. Dang, this is a long ad lib.
This is the last one. Abstract noun. So, like, not an object, like an emotion or a feeling. Like love or something like that. Fear, anger, hate.
We'll do hate.
I was gonna say silly.
That'd be silliness, but yeah, that could work too. But hate makes it even funnier. All right. It was a slimy holiday season on the planet of Endor. Snowflakes made of speeders were falling from the sky, and the townsfolk were busy decorating their banthas with tiny kyber crystals that glowed like lightsabers.
Ooh.
Yeah. In the center of the village, Ahsoka was dressed as Buddy the Elf and handing out candy canes to everyone. But little did they know, the hot Sith Lord Count Dooku had a burnt plan to ruin the holidays by stealing all of the Christmas trees. Not on my watch, shouted Captain Rex, holding a bowcaster in one hand and a plate of fudge in the other. A rough battle broke out near the Jedi Temple. Blasters fired, lightsabers clashed, and someone even threw a lightsaber at a Rancor. Finally, with the help of Chewbacca, the blasters were saved, and everyone celebrated by drinking hot chalky and singing Frosty the Snowman in Huttese. From that day forward, the people of Hoth always remembered the chilly heroics of Mace Windu and the importance of hate during the holidays.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's good.
We went from Endor to Hoth somehow.
Yeah, like,
Yes.
that's the bad thing about this, is it like we'll reference an earlier thing that is going to be completely different.
Yeah.
But it makes it funny.
That's good.
Another one?
Yeah.
I only have two, but we can have ChatGPT make
Yeah.
unlimited.
Do you want to do this one? And I like.
Yeah?
And do you already know this one though?
No, I didn't read this one.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll start off with you.
Okay.
A Star Wars planet.
Do Exegol.
I don't know how to spell that.
EXEGOL. It's the one that it's in Rise of Skywalker where Palpatine is.
Okay. Adjective.
Cheery.
Cheery.
That's good. Plural noun.
Boxes. Gift boxes. Go with that. Gotta be festive, you know?
Yeah.
Type of tree. And this doesn't have to be Star Wars.
Well, we only know one.
Yeah. Christmas tree?
Star Wars character.
Han Solo.
Holiday food.
Cookies.
What type of cookies?
Yeah. Wookiee cookies.
Wookiee cookies.
We'll do sugar cookies.
Adverb.
Swiftly.
Adjective.
Dark.
Star Wars villain.
Let's go Vader. Keep it classic.
Star Wars vehicle.
Pod racer.
Ooh. Imagine Vader in a pod racer.
Be so uncomfortable.
Object. Just any object. It doesn't have to be a Star Wars themed.
I was thinking of like Christmas themed.
Yeah.
Mistletoe.
A Star Wars hero.
Jar Jar.
Is he a hero?
He's a menace.
Binks. Weapon.
An Uba.
Oh no.
Those like little Gungan orbs. Misa no have no Uba.
Oh my gosh. Oh shoot, I didn't see that. Star Wars creature.
Go with a Thronta.
I don't know what.
Speaking of deep cuts, it's like a flying manta ray
Oh, okay.
from Alderaan.
Star Wars droid.
K2SO from Rogue One.
Ooh.
Adjective.
Mary.
Type of terrain.
Ooh. Icy.
Plural noun.
Elves.
A Star Wars side character.
Lando.
Nice. An object.
Holocron.
Ooh.
A large object.
Sandcrawler.
Ooh. Plural noun.
Starships.
And another plural noun.
Pencils.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like we weren't being funny enough. Let's think of funny things.
Pencils could be funny. A holiday drink. Glühwein.
What?
From The Office?
Is that from The Office?
Well, I mean, it's from Pennsylvania Dutch Christmas, but
Yeah.
We'll do eggnog.
Star Wars character.
Boba Fett.
A famous Christmas quote.
Wow.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
Okay. On the snowy planet of Exegol, preparations for Life Day were in full swing. The cheery Wookiees were busy hanging gift boxes on their giant Christmas tree while Han Solo was attempting to bake a batch of sugar cookies. Unfortunately, it all went swiftly.
He wanted to take his time.
Suddenly, a dark sound echoed through the forest. It was Darth Vader piloting a pod racer, and they were here to steal the sacred mistletoe.
Oh, gosh.
Not so fast, shouted Jar Jar Binks. Not so fast! Wielding their trusty Uba and riding a Thronto with the help of K2SO, they launched a merry plan to stop the villains. After an epic chase through the icy... I guess that doesn't work.
Oh. It was a terrain, right?
Yeah.
Through the
We'll just do
icy-
through the ice.
Yeah.
Where's my mouse?
Or ice caves.
Yeah. After an epic chase through the ice caves involving elves and an unexpected appearance by Lando, the sacred holocron was saved. To celebrate, everyone gathered around a giant sand crawler and exchanged gifts like starships and pencils. And as they sipped on eggnog, Boba Fett declared, "He sees you when you're sleeping. Merry Christmas."
Oh my god. Gifts like starships or pencils. Like Boba Fett gets a pencil, but Lando gets a starship.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Wow. So good.
That was such a great quote.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That's
Wow.
good.
I always forget how fun those are.
Yeah.
Especially when you can just have ChatGPT make them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do is just talk about our favorite Star Wars memories, like Christmas holiday Star Wars memories. Like what gifts, like Star Wars related gifts that we got for Christmas when we were a kid or even as adults, or like specific events or whatever. Star Wars Christmas memories. Do you have any? Do you want me to go first?
No, I can go. My like most memorable Star Wars Christmas gift that I ever got was the year that I got the Game Boy Advance, and I got the game that came with it. I think I got a couple, but one of the games that I got with that was like one of my all-time favorite games is that Episode 3 game with it.
No.
Or maybe it was Episode 2.
Episode
2. Sorry.
The new Droid Army?
Yeah.
Yep. Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you played through it once and then I stole it and just played nonstop.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was.
I still have it.
Yeah.
So it's funny that you bring that up because I was talking to him about this the other day. There's this new device that just came out that is literally a Game Boy Advance, but it like is a modern like USB-C charged device that you can play like multiple systems on. I mean, I've showed you devices like that before.
Yeah.
But let me bring it up. I ordered one.
Like it's not an emulator.
It is an emulator.
Oh.
But it looks, here's a comparison photo of a normal Game Boy Advance, which is the one that you had.
Yep.
And the bottom one is the device.
What?
And you see how it has two other buttons? Because, you know, like most games that came after this had 4 buttons, you know, like we do today.
Right.
So they have them there, but they're the same color as the background color. So they kind of blend in. So if you like view it out here, like they look pretty much identical, you know?
And this is not made by Nintendo?
No.
How did they get away with that?
That's what I'm saying. There's shoulder buttons on the back. Because the original had just 2 shoulder buttons, and this has 4 now.
What on earth?
Yeah. I ordered one, so when it comes in, I'll bring out yours, because I still have yours.
Yeah.
And we'll like compare them and see.
So fascinating. Like same color.
Yeah, exact same color.
Like the sound speaker slots are in the same spot.
Yeah,
like,
this is the same font.
What? How in the world did they not get sued?
Well, it hasn't come out yet, so maybe they will. But they've done this. They did this with remember the Game Boy Advance SP that came out after this was like clamshell.
Mm-hmm.
They made one like that too. So I don't know how they get. I think it's just because like they're a Chinese company and like you can get away with anything in China.
Yeah.
But
I'm interested to see how good that screen is going to be.
yeah, the screen, like, because you remember this wasn't a backlit screen.
No.
We had to like play in front of a lamp to be able to play it. But yeah, this is going to be like a full like IPS screen. So
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So it was funny that you brought that up because I was meaning to tell you about that. So when it comes in, we'll have to do like a comparison and
yeah,
see you play.
Yeah.
Because you
So
probably
it's an emulator, meaning you could put any games on there from any system and play it.
yeah, I think it's powerful enough to play up to GameCube, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like PS2 and GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Yeah, but you know, no one's gonna be playing those games on there probably.
No.
I just want to play Game Boy games on it. Playing
It would
some
almost feel wrong
Pokemon Ruby on there.
to
you know?
play something else on that, just because of the shape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be weird. But anyways, yeah, I mean that was also one of my top favorite Star Wars Christmas moments as well.
Mm-hmm.
But just because it wasn't technically mine, I don't think I could say that.
It wasn't your gift.
Yeah, because remember you got the Game Boy and I never got one until a year later.
Mm-hmm.
So we were basically sharing it,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up playing it probably more than you did.
Probably.
But you still played it quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason, Mom and Dad didn't want me to have one too.
Yeah. Weird.
They gave me. It was that year you got the actual Game Boy, and I got like that, like off-brand. I don't even know. I don't remember what brand it was, but it was like it had games on it, but it was like an insulting gift because like you could tell it was for like much younger kids, but they got it for me, so I was happy enough because I guess they couldn't afford two of them or something.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I mean, at that time, like those weren't cheap.
No, I remember when I did get one, it was because I saved up money to
Mhm.
buy it, and it was the biggest thing I ever bought, and it was over $100.
Yeah.
And they had already been out for a while at that point, so they weren't like full price.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, $100 was a lot back then.
Mm-hmm. And even like going and buying like additional like game cartridges for it.
Yeah, games they weren't quite as expensive for a Game Boy as they are nowadays for like consoles, but like $20,
For the
25,
time, yeah.
$30 for a new game.
Yeah.
For a mobile handheld device.
Yeah.
Was a lot.
And the games were not like open world games. They were.
No, I mean, they were just Game Boy
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
I mean, Pokemon, open world game.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to?
Do you have one, Spencer?
I actually think I thought of one. I don't know if
Okay.
it was Christmas. It's either Christmas or birthday, but it is Star Wars.
Okay.
One of them, I got the lightsaber, Anakin's lightsaber from that collection. This collection right here. This one right here.
Oh.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
at my birthday or
It was
Christmas.
Christmas.
I think it was Christmas.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. And I missed that thing because I lost it. As
Dang.
children do, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like playing with that thing all the time.
Yeah, because it was like just your size.
Yeah, it was perfect for a child's hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say that's my memory.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So mine is, do you remember? It was Lego related, obviously. I mean, most of my Star Wars toys growing up, like probably 90% of them were Legos.
Yeah.
Do you remember the year that we had the tree out in the family room? And I think it was before they were born. Maybe the year that they were born. And we got the pod racer.
Yes.
We both got the same exact one. It was Anakin's pod racer.
Yeah.
I don't know why they bought us the same exact sets, but we
No,
had two of them.
I had Sebulba.
No, we got that later.
Oh.
Because that was the one with the big set. And we split the cost of that.
Yeah.
That wasn't for Christmas. We saved up for that because it came with 3 pod racers.
Mm.
Cool.
But no, they got us both Anakin's pod racer. And I remember opening it on Christmas Eve for some reason.
Maybe they let us pick one gift to open.
Probably. Yeah, and of course we'd go for the Lego because you shake it and you know what it is. But we probably got multiple that year, but that is a very vivid memory in my mind for some reason, because I remember like as soon as we opened it, and started building them.
Yeah.
And I think that same year I got another episode 1 set that was either Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon with the droidicas or the battle droids. I don't remember. But yeah.
Legos
such a
were
good
for
era.
sure we just always had multiple sets of Legos that were part of gifts.
Yeah, I mean, I would always have 5 or 6 sets on my list, on my wish list, and usually only got like 1 or 2 of them, but because they're so expensive. But
yeah, we would play with those pod racing sets of Legos all the time.
Yeah, I remember building that big one out in the sunroom, and it took us forever because it was huge. That was the biggest set we'd ever got before then. Yeah. So I have another memory here, which I didn't remember this specifically until I watched this. Some backstory. Over the summer, I took all of our parents' home videos and digitized them. They were all on VHS or whatever the little tapes are called. And so I watched through a lot of them just because I had them recording. And so I came across this, and this was 2003.
Yeah, someone in my social studies class.
All right, Benjamin.
Oh yeah.
Now it's 2 games. Awesome. Madden 2001. And Star Wars Jedi Power Battles.
Oh yeah.
That game was so good.
Yeah.
I forgot about that game.
So that was you.
I think this one's a little bit bigger than that
And
one.
then, where's my mouse? I can't see.
Spencer.
Yeah, there's Spencer.
Baby doll.
Oh, yeah, it's used.
What is that? Her boys, look at my karaoke machine.
Yeah. It's actually funny because I got Stella a karaoke microphone for Christmas,
Yeah.
so it's kind of ironic.
Spencer's straight across bangs.
The classic Steve Linder cut
Now you can sing
that we
to your
all
heart's
grew up with.
content.
We all had that.
Okay, so then I open the games.
The shortest shorts.
Yeah. Phantom Menace game.
That was a good one too.
That's the one. So they have that game on PS5.
Really?
Yeah, I texted you guys about it. I've been streaming it on our Twitch
Oh.
of me replaying it, and it's just as hard as I remember, but I can actually save now.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I explained
yes.
this. We had a PlayStation 1, but we inherited it from our cousin Brent, and he didn't give us, or maybe he did and we just didn't find them, or we didn't know about them. I don't really remember.
The save cards.
The memory cards were like, if you wanted to save, it's not like today where it just saves to the machine or like the cloud or whatever. Like you had to have a memory card slotted in there to save your save file to. And if you didn't, then like you just had to start over every time. So that's what we did, is we started over every time.
So we played the first part of the game 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And never.
Yeah.
There was one time I think we kept it on
Oh yeah.
through the night because we're like, we can't let it turn off.
Yeah, because we got as far as we've ever gotten before. On multiple games we did that. We did that with the Phantom Menace game, Jedi Power Battles, the Army Man Team Assault game that we'd always play with Drew.
That game was fun and super hard.
Yeah. Like the games were so hard back then, and even harder if you couldn't save.
Yeah.
Because then you have to restart, which you would get really good at those first few levels, but by the time you got to like where you've never been before, then it's even harder.
Yeah.
And you're tired of playing.
Yeah. And you're like standing up and sweaty and like,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, nobody move. We're in new territory here.
Yeah, that's what we would do with Drew with that Army Man game. Like, we've gotten past where we've never been before. But then, like, we'd run out of time. Like, parents would be like, dinner time or like bedtime. And yeah. So I said this when I streamed the game, but those first 4 levels, I still have memorized, and I blew through them. And then I got to the second Naboo level where we only got to maybe once or twice, and then past that, and I couldn't remember anything. But everything else I had memorized still.
Yeah.
Even after all these years.
Yeah.
But with Jedi Power Battles, we didn't get very far in that at all. That thing was hard.
It was really hard, and we couldn't save, and so it's like... Yeah.
I don't think we ever got past, like, the Trade Federation ship, which is, like, the first level or 2.
Yeah. Is that, like, where you can play as, like, Plo Koon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always picked him.
So I put this in our group text, and I don't think you ever saw or looked into it, but they are remaking that. Not like remaking, but like remastering it.
Yeah.
So
comes out in January, right?
Yeah, it comes out next month. PS5.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe we like play a little bit on the podcast.
Yeah.
See how much we remember from that first level.
Yeah.
Because after that, we never got there, so it wouldn't be as nostalgic. But the whole game, even though it was hard, like we would love getting in there because you could play as all those characters.
Yeah.
And like that was when Mace Windu had a blue lightsaber. Plo Koon had a yellow lightsaber.
Yeah, it was like yellow, gold.
Adi Gallia had a red lightsaber for some reason.
Yeah.
So in the new one, they said that you can like change lightsaber colors of like, if you want Mace Windu to have his real purple one, then you can have that. Or you can keep it blue like it used to be. So I think that would be kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that wasn't one of my like burned in memories. It just happened to be burned into a video that I stumbled upon not too long ago. So I figured I'd bring it up.
Yeah, that was a good Christmas.
Yeah. And that was 2003 and we still had a PS1. We were always behind on consoles.
Oh yeah.
Because they were expensive and our parents didn't want to buy them.
Yeah.
So we had inherited the PS1 and the Super Nintendo from our cousin. And so then we would get some games every once in a while for that until we got a PS2.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, so that was 2003 in the video, and I got Madden 01.
Yeah.
2 years.
For Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Probably because it was like $5.
Yeah. But hey, I think that was the first Madden game that I had ever gotten.
Yeah, because the only games that we inherited from Brent for that was college, right? There was a college football, college basketball.
College basketball, yeah.
We didn't get a football game as well.
I don't think so. Not a college one.
I thought there was. I mean, they're down there on my shelf.
Yeah.
Could go look, but yeah, I know for sure the basketball one because I actually played that with you a lot. Favorite Star Wars memories for the year? We had quite a bit come out this year.
Oh yeah.
Even though like it never feels that way when you like try to think of things.
Yeah.
And then I like pulled up a list of all the stuff. I was like, okay, actually a lot came out this year.
Yeah.
So we've got Bad Batch Season 3, Tales of the Empire, The Acolyte, the Lego Rebuild the Galaxy series, Outlaws, the game, Skeleton Crew, still going on right now. High Republic books and comics have been throughout the whole year, lots of stuff. And then our podcast. So, favorite memories? I mean, I think we might all be on the same page here.
Probably. I'm gonna go with. Can we pick like multiple?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Besides all of them, obviously. My top 3 is going to be Outlaws, Bad Batch, and then Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. I hate to have Skeleton Crew in there because it's not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what if they like really fumble it?
Poop it.
Yeah. Well, at the moment,
Yeah.
I'm going to put it at number 3.
Yeah, because most people that are going to be watching this are watching it later. And so, to clarify, Skeleton Crew is still airing right now, and we've only seen 4 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And episode 5 will be tomorrow night, which we haven't decided or figured out when we're going to be reviewing that. But we have been reviewing all the episodes beforehand, or before this. But yeah, we still have half of that show
Yeah.
to see, so I don't really want to put that in my top yet. But I agree, it would be if it's as good as what it's been so far.
Yeah.
But you're saying Outlaws is your first.
Outlaws is first, for sure.
Yeah, I'd say Outlaws is probably first for me. I think I'm some of those I haven't seen. I haven't seen Lego Rebuild the Galaxy.
I
Yeah.
haven't either.
I
I
watched it with Olivia a couple weeks ago when I was at the house. It was during Thanksgiving, so a few weeks ago, but
Yeah.
it was good.
I also haven't seen Tales of the Empire.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm a little higher on Acolyte than I think some people are. Like, it was okay. Like,
I liked it.
Yeah.
I think we all liked it.
yeah. So I would
Um,
probably put it. I'll put it even with Skeleton Crew right now, kind of tied at second.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see how Skeleton Crew concludes in these final 4 episodes, but yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'll keep going while he's handling his baby that we inherited from his wife.
So top 3.
My top 3, definitely Outlaws, Bad Batch season 3. I thought they handled that really, really well.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole show was just so good. Such a good, like, sequel or continuation of the story from Clone Wars. And the season 3 was very emotional, but like happy-ish by the end of it.
Yeah.
But it was very, like, really well done.
It was a good finish.
Good finish. And not perfect. I do think it's weird that Asajj Ventress came back, but
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, I love the Acolyte. Also not perfect, but I liked that a lot. So yeah, I'd say those are my top 3. Tales of the Empire was really good, but they're just shorts, so
Yeah.
kind of the same thing with Lego Rebuild the Galaxy. It's like a non-canon short miniseries that's just supposed to be like a fun thing for kids, but it was good. Skeleton Crew is really good so far, but I don't feel comfortable putting it at my top.
Mm-hmm.
High Republic, I'm not caught up with, but I do know that if I was, I probably would put a lot of that stuff in the top.
Yeah, probably.
Just from what I've read so far. And it's phase 3, which they're closing it out after all these years. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
It's going to be sad to see that come to an end.
Yeah, we need movie or shows in that time period.
Yeah, I think with it being done next year, there's more of a chance of that happening.
Yeah.
Now that it's like, they will wrap it up in a bow and call it good, but it's still kind of sad because it's been going on since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since COVID.
So, and it's just kind of an amazing feat that they have all these writers cohesively making these stories together and like it doing really, really well.
Yeah, for real.
Like they just need to put that team on the movies and the shows, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, this podcast started this year.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This will have been 7 episodes so far. So we're still new, starting out, finding our feet and what works and what doesn't work, and getting more comfortable with speaking on a microphone and being as entertaining as we can be while still being, ourselves. I think we're all getting a lot better at it, and I'm enjoying it. I would assume you guys are enjoying it since
It's
you're
okay.
here.
I'm just kidding.
This guy's wearing a onesie.
A very tight onesie.
Yeah.
Very tight stormtrooper onesie. Yeah, so I've been really happy with it so far. And I don't know.
I'm excited for us to move into the new year to cover the new stuff coming out.
Yeah. And I originally wasn't wanting this to start when a show started.
Yeah.
Or like a movie or anything. Like I didn't want our first 10 episodes to mostly be covering a show. I wanted to have a backlog of us establishing ourselves first.
Yeah.
And that was the original plan. Then I moved in with my parents.
Yeah.
So that just put everything that I had planned on hold for a year and a half. And then this just kind of worked out the way it did. But it's still been fun covering. I'm glad we're able to cover it every week.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting with your schedule and with little man over there.
Sir.
I'd say the podcast is up there in my favorite memories. Yeah. Just because it's what I've been wanting to do for a while now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll stop there. Like I said, holiday special episode, reacting to the holiday special and the cringeness that it is, was fun. So that will be our probably our last full episode of the year, right?
Yeah.
But we're hoping to cover the remaining Skeleton Crew episodes. It just might not be right after they come out.
Yeah.
Because next one is tomorrow on Christmas Eve. Next one is New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So we'll get those out. And then in the new year, we'll finish it and then start fresh with a new full episode. Not reacting to things. And we'll go back to what we've kind of already had been planning on doing with talking about classic Star Wars stuff or ranking things or Star Wars news, which there might not be much until Celebration,
Right.
which might be nice to not react to new stuff and talk about old stuff for a little bit. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Life Day. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.